So it turns out that Red Bull was the second team in the Formula 1 pantheon to reveal their 2022 livery, with the Milton Keynes outfit shaking off the dust with just a few weeks remaining until pre-season testing. Their rivals in silver, on the other hand, had a few remarks. So let's get started and see what Mercedes had to say about Red Bull's unveiling. Now, Haas was the first to show off their design, revealing a livery that was similar to the one they had last year. To some extent, the Red Bull car is similar, with only minor differences in the paint job. Unsurprisingly, the team's signature colours have been retained, with a navy base accented by red and yellow splashes. The main difference is the addition of a new title sponsor, which fills a void left by the team's partnership with Honda, which ended at the end of last season. Enter technology firm Oracle, whose logo is plastered all over the 2022 car after the two sides agreed to a 5-year sponsorship deal. However, after the new car was revealed, Mercedes couldn't help but respond with a cheeky little response to seeing their rival's machine for the first time. The Silver Arrows, who have yet to reveal their 2022 campaign, responded with a meme of sarcastic Drake and Josh character Megan Parker, staring at a computer screen and saying, "Interesting." In reality, Mercedes are unlikely to learn much about their competitor's creation by studying images and footage from this reveal. With a slew of new technical rules for each team to follow, no one in the sports wants to show off their creations to other teams for fear of giving away any ideas. Red Bull team principal Christian Horner confirmed at the launch that fans have yet to see the final version of the RB18. With the new regulation changes this year, the whole philosophy has altered from last year, which means every single component is different to last year's car. It's a clean sheet of paper for every single team. By the time we get to the first race, the RB18 won't look much like it looks today. The evolution will be very quick as we progress through the season. It's a steep learning curve for everyone, and it's a race of development between the first race and the last race. We believe we have a good car for 2022, the RB18 is coming to life, and seeing it today is fantastic. It's been a huge effort from the team, and I'm looking forward to seeing it out on the track now. Horner's words echoed those of advisor Helmut Marko, who revealed last week that the car still needs a lot of work. There will almost certainly be changes between now and when the car first goes on the track for testing in Barcelona later this month. The new car will only be ready shortly before the test in Barcelona. From there, we will further develop and update the car in Bahrain. Meanwhile, news from the other side of the paddock is clear. Hamilton, as if you already didn't know, is coming back. After several weeks of intense speculation, Mercedes has confirmed that Lewis Hamilton will continue his Formula 1 career with the team in 2022. No surprises there. It sets up another tantalizing aspect of the upcoming season, as Max Verstappen knows for certain that he will have to defend his driver's title against the man he defeated in 2021. As if that wasn't bad enough for Red Bull and Max Verstappen, some believe the new car's driving style will suit the Brit better than the Dutchman. Former Russian F1 driver Sergei Sirotkin recently stated that the all-new 2022 cars may suit his driving style better than Verstappen's. This year will of course get completely new cars. These should be slower in the corners, which means you have to brake longer and more for this. Compared to last year, you spend more time. This will mainly be to Hamilton's advantage. Again, especially on tracks where it matters, such as Barcelona and Budapest. Nobody knows exactly how the 2022 cars will fare, of course, but the fact that in theory they will be a little bit more difficult to drive may be somewhat beneficial to Hamilton, as he controls his car's balance so well. Speaking about Hamilton's style, the former Williams driver explained, "When you talk about that control over the brakes, rotation and weight transfer at the entry of a corner, Lewis is definitely number one on the grid. Lewis knows how to load the front axle very well because he has such good feel and control of the brakes, so it actually becomes a sum. Because of this gift, he can take more speed with him at the beginning of the corner and take a profit there, while that extra speed also gives him a better rotation halfway through the corner. Because he can rotate the car so well, Lewis can also better position the car in front of the exit of the corner. Although I usually don't think Lewis is the best driver in terms of exits, but we'll get to that later with Max. However, the time Lewis gains earlier in the corner is much more than what he potentially loses on someone who has a better exit." According to the Russian driver, Verstappen has a very different style. That may sound strange, but Max is actually doing the opposite of Lewis, using every millimetre of the track to make corners less square. Max does this by using as much runway as possible for both entry and exit. When entering a bend and halfway through, he always positions the car at the best possible angle to get out of the bend as quickly as possible. You can really see this in how Max sits further out before entering a corner and also comes further out. Thus, it always opens corners a few degrees more than the rest. This way he can brake on the right, take more speed into the corner, and get back on the gas early. This saves him a lot of time. Max has a natural gift in this regard and stands out far above the rest. Ultimately, it remains to be seen how the drivers perform in the new cars. In the meantime, Red Bull faces yet another challenge. The 2021 season was perhaps the most difficult for Red Bull in Formula 1, as the team had to adjust to the new budget cap while also developing their 2022 Challenger to the all-new regulations while competing with Mercedes for the drivers and constructors titles. Their 2021 test and reserve driver, Alex Albon, recently stated that the Red Bull temporarily shifted their focus away from 2022 in order to compete for both 2021 titles, a statement that Red Bull driver program boss Helmut Marko claimed was misconstrued. Christian Horner, on the other hand, shares concerns that Red Bull missed something because of their prolonged focus on the 2021 car. We're aiming very much to build on what we achieved last year, so the target is obviously to retain the title. The big unknown is, have we missed something with these regulations? Has another team stolen a march because of the focus and effort that went into 2021? Such an admission will be music to Hamilton's ears, as he's determined to exact revenge on the man who denied him a record 8th world title last time out. Nevertheless, Christian Horner remains optimistic. We believe we've got a good car, RB18 is coming to life, it's a combination of a huge effort from the team, and I'm looking forward to seeing it out on the track in anger. But it's difficult to say. When asked how the RB16B and the RB18 will differ, Christian said, basically everything, because with a new regulation change, the whole philosophy of the regulations has altered from last year, so that means every single component is brand new this year. With it being a ground effect car, with it being designed to making overtaking hopefully easy, the car's easier to follow each other. That's changed the whole philosophy of how we design these cars. It's a steep learning curve for everyone, and it's a race of development between the first race and the last. Now, aside from Mercedes, one of the teams expected to challenge at the front is Ferrari, which has begun serious work on their 2022 car after introducing a power unit upgrade to their previous machine in the second half of last season. Marca, a Spanish news outlet, claims to have a source within the Italian team who told her that the engine data from Maranello is promising. Sky Sports F1 pundit and former racer Karun Chandok has also talked up the possibility of a Ferrari challenge, claiming that the team believes they have made significant progress in that area. To top it all off, Red Bull sporting director Jonathan Wheatley has revealed that the team is wary of a potential challenge from the prancing horse in 2022. You can get snippets of information from other teams, but you don't know if they're telling you the truth or just trying to make you worried. Basically, you have to look at your own office desk and you have to do the best job you possibly can with that. Ferrari, certainly the power unit, looked very strong at the end of the year. They were clearly the third fastest team at the end of the year. They've got a great driver lineup as well. I wasn't sure about whether they would gel together as drivers, but they seem to have done that very well. I think Ferrari will be the big unknown, or possibly the big threat this year. Red Bull, like every other team, is facing an uphill battle. We're in for a dramatic 2022 season thanks to the challenges imposed by the new regulations and the determination of everyone on the grid. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel, and don't forget to click the bell button to be notified of future videos. Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think of Red Bull's livery? Do you believe Verstappen and Hamilton's rivalry will remain heated? Do you think Red Bull will maintain their dominance? We'd love to hear your thoughts.